Hello and welcome to this late start for our Wednesday stream of the Last Starship. We got started a little bit late. The Phoenix Suns were playing tonight and it went into overtime, so a little bit of a late start, but that's okay. So to kind of recap where we're at, we are playing through our multi-ship stream. Let's go ahead and get that loaded up. And so far we have built 3 ships. Ship number 1, we call this Home 1. It is our first ship. It's got all the tutorial stuff in it, so you can see it's a little bit of jack of all trades. It can gather isotopes, it's got mining lasers, it's got drones. Right now it's been mining, so you can see a lot of mining stuff going on here. And we're going to leave this ship kind of as is. It's kind of the way the game kind of sets you up. We ran all the original story missions on this one, all the tutorials and things like that. Ship number 2, I think we're going to rename tonight. This is our all-electric passenger and cargo delivery ship. So I think let's rename it. Hauler's not bad, but we've got to get the word green in here. Now, I don't know if we have green technology in space, but we'll call it the green hauler. But it does not use fuel. So it is all solar panels. So we've got 16 solar panels, thrusters, but you'll see no reactor and no engines on this ship. We do have a bit of a... We'll get this thruster fixed. Right now I've unplugged all these thrusters. We're going to do some testing to see how much they create a power draw on our system. So that's ship number 2. Ship number 3 is our fueling ship. So this one we have, again, in the power grid, we've shut the engines off just so they're not drawing extra fuel. This ship has gas collectors. So it is sitting in a gas cloud. I've got it in this gas cloud because there is also a shipyard here, which means we can sell directly from this ship. We'll probably check a couple of these to see if we can find a denser spot. But for the most part, because this sits here all the time and we're not just popping in to collect fuel, it's just generating fuel all the time. So it's right now sitting on 41,000 fuel, just passively generating fuel. We've got 2 crew on this one. Mostly their job is just to offload fuel canisters. So if we want to trade those, we can. Looks like we've had a food delivery that they haven't put all the food away yet. Where are we storing food? Up here. Let's go ahead and give them a little more food storage up here. There we go. Okay. So that's this ship's job. It's just going to sit here and it's going to create fuel. So that's our 3 so far. Other ships that we need. We really need a mining ship. We're going to need some combat ships. We are also going to need maybe a scavenger ship. We need a research, and I think research and industry vessel. Building a ship just for research, there's only like 2 things you can put on it. It'd be just a bunch of empty space. So we're going to combine research and industry. So if we kind of look, defense is our combat. We've got industry. Mining is going to be a separate ship. Logistics is industry. Science is, again, there is this hyperspace sensor. I don't know if this does anything right now. So let's go ahead. Ooh, is there any place I can put it right now? I don't think so. Actually, no, this doesn't have to face forward. Okay, so on this ship, let's go ahead and get those. And we'll see, it creates data in the anomaly game. I'm not sure if it'll do anything in this game mode. Okay, so we've got that coming in. Resources, components, crew. You notice there's 3 types of crew now. Early alphas, there was only crew. I think they added the weapons officer second, and then they added scientist third. Okay, so of those ships, mining's going to take a while. There's some automation needed for that. And to make that ship efficient, I would like to add a lot of track and robotic arms and different things like that. So if I look, I can buy those. I can just jump from system to system to system. But if we look here, I can make track, right? But I have to research it. Also, in order to do the Stargate project, right? We can get that first one done. We can get that second one done. That I think we have to research. Stargate actuator. Maybe not. Let's look. I can't remember. Tank. Energy transmitters. Nope, we don't have to research that. But here's the other thing. If we want our mining ship to be efficient, getting our smelter efficiency up would be nice as well. Oops, sorry. Wrong click there. But there's track. We need 50 of. We need robot arms. So it'd be nice to be able to manufacture those. We have to be able to manufacture that. And we have to be able to manufacture that. Research is one of those that you could actually get a whole bunch of scientists and get it up and running. But our goal is going to be to do it over time, much like our fuel ship, right? It doesn't have to do a lot every second. It just has to keep things going. And so I think we're going to do the same thing with research. So that is the plan there. We're going to need some track and some robotic arms to do this. So I think we're going to do a lap on Green Hauler here. So we'll go ahead and get the game running here, get our delivery. And we'll do a lap around collecting track and robotic arms. We'll also run missions. And then we'll use those resources to build our industry ship. It's going to be a little expensive because we're going to have to buy some stuff. All right, let's see. Let's just start grabbing cargo. Production contract. What do we need? Metal ingots. Not going to do that one. All right. We are here at our home base. So we're just going to do a loop around all the colonies and shipyards. That's where you can get contracts and buy things. Actually, before we leave this space, can I get to all items? Looks like it. We're going to pick up track. I think we're mostly, for this ship, just going to need short robotic arms, but we're just going to buy them all, and then I can sell them off if I don't need them. Alright, let's see. Mission cargo. Okay, yep. Boxes can go there. Got plenty of FTL charges. I think we're in okay shape. Lots of food. Actually, way more food than we probably need. If we do the passengers hit our resources pretty hard. They go through water and food. They mess up our air system, things like that. All right. Once the crew, let's go ahead and give them a little bit of a speed boost here. Also, if you've been watching the stream, I think I've cleaned up the jittery zooming problem that the game seemed to be having. I think it's just, it was having issues with OBS. Because my screen never did it. It seemed to be an OBS issue. Okay, so in this sector, you're going to notice that we are in a cloud. Right? This also means our solar panels are half as effective. So we only have 80 megawatts, which is right on the border of what we need. So we actually do have this battery bank and this battery bank are unplugged. So if I would lose all my electricity, I still have, each of these is worth 1,000. So I've got 8,000 megawatts of power to at least get my FTL drive up and running so I can get out. Otherwise I'd have to get a reactor delivered, and there's all kinds of stuff. Fuel, tanks, it'd be a pain. Okay, but I am going to pause, and we will start grabbing missions here. Because if I'm paused, we're not actually burning through power. Anything we want to produce? Bullets, Explosives. Tilium crystals. We can do tilium crystals. Accept that. Accept that. Accept that. And then we are going to... we need robot arms. Where we are on all items, right? Yep, cost, cost, cost. And track. I think we only get like 4 track at each spot. Oh, 6 on this one. Cool. Alright, while that's being delivered, we'll go ahead and prep our jump. Now, prepping our jump is going to be a power draw. Thankfully, I think that one was pretty short. But you can see here, right, we were pulling 120 megawatts. Now we're down to 45. So we're okay. Our battery's recharging. But that can be a little bit tight. Oh, we can turn a contract in too. Oh, so what should happen on that one? So that's our tilium ore. What should happen is that should be fulfilled over here by home 1. Let's see. A shuttle should pop over here. So if you do contracts, any ship in your fleet for now, like the delivery, the cargo's on Green Hauler, right? Professor H, how you doing? But since we have all of our tilium crystals over here, we can fulfill the contract over here, so we don't have to be on Green Hauler. Although we got the contract. Now, some of I suppose, if you took these 62 items, moved them from one ship to another, and then delivered on that ship, it probably would work. I've never actually tried that. Okay, this is the default interface size. I'm going to go ahead and pop this down a few notches just to give us some more interface. And then once this tank is drained, we're going to go ahead and we'll fix that thruster. What's happening there is they're blocked. They can't get to it to install it. All right. Let's go ahead and make our jump. Hope you're having a good day, Professor H. Surprised you popped in on the later start here. Okay, now we're in clear air again, right? So let's go ahead and turn in contract. We will buy some robotic arms and track. This is why I like the smaller interface. It doesn't make those things interfere with each other. Confirm. And then we will pick up passengers, pick up cargo, another tilium ore. We'll accept that one. And that tilium ore is done. We need 14. We have 130 stacks. So we'll keep selling that tilium ore off for cash. Yeah, I got your message. Great to hear, my friend. The nice part about this ship, again, we're not burning fuel. Now, we have an infinite supply of fuel, so not overly worried about that. Oh, the thing I didn't do, though. What I try to do is start this at the same time we're offloading, so the two don't interfere with each other. Yeah, I like this. It's been fun so far. Okay, so you can see here, because we have right now 110 people on board our ship right now. We are taxing our air system a little bit. It's keeping up. We'll be okay. But you do want to keep an eye on that. And I've got 6 of these air ducts flowing. I don't think... Let's see, yeah, I don't know if I put where's my ladder's here. Yeah, I don't think there is any kind of, if you put yeah, those are maxed out, so I just think it's being used so fast that it's causing issues. So, but we're okay. Unless that gets way low, we don't have anything to worry about. All right, this one we are going to pause. So we'll turn in a contract, turn in a contract, turn in a contract. We'll get our robot arms. Now, for the big mining ship, we could do this as well, but at 4 a pop, we're going to need hundreds. It would take forever to go all the way around and collect that way. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and build the industry ship first, because then we can make our own track, and that'll be nice. So, all right, so we'll prepare our jump, and we'll go ahead and unpause. There we go. So now all this stuff can happen at once, right? Our ship's rotating already. It's getting itself in alignment for the jump. The shuttle's coming in. We'll offload. We'll get the passengers out, the passengers in. And as soon as it's ready to go, we'll be able to make our jump. So again, we're right at the edge, 60, 70. So technically we're charging battery here, but we're at half power. So these will do 10 megawatts and we're only at 5 because we're in the gas cloud. Now this gas cloud, this one looks a little stronger. Is this one a... This is a colony. Where do we currently have our... I think we currently have our gas ships there. You know what? I think I'm going to jump it over here and see. Because that looks stronger to me than the one we're in. Like that one is... It just looks thicker. So let's check what are we generating here. Although again, we're capped out, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Our tanks are full. Our labs aren't even keeping up. So we could add another refinery potentially. What do we have in inventory on this ship? Medium tank and FTL drive. All right, let's get 2 more refineries. We might do a little bit of tweak on our fuel station here, and another chem lab. All right, screen hauler ready? It is. Make our jump. So you'll see we don't generate power in hyperspace, so we also have to have enough battery to survive that. We don't want all of our systems to go down. Still in the cloud, so you can see here. I'm not going to pause this time. Nothing to turn in. So again, robotic arms. I don't think I'm going to need all of those, but we can just sell them off if we don't need them. Confirm those. Check our contracts. We have another... Oh, this is FTL charges. We're actually making FTL charges as well, so we can sell those. Get more cargo, get more passengers. Alright, while that's taking place, let's go back and check our fuel. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is just add another refinery here. By adding another refinery, so you'll notice that my refinery tanks here aren't filling up. So the chem labs are pulling out every bit of refined Metreon that they can handle. So let's go ahead and see if... well, I put it in wrong. There we go. Alright, so we'll power it up. We'll set it to refined Metreon. And then we will... Should be that one goes there. And this one goes there. You know what? We're starting to pull, I think. Yeah. No, we're doing okay. Alright. So now we've got another refinery going. Okay, we're starting to see just a little bit of overage. So this is pretty much in balance. So we might have been starving our chem labs, so hopefully that'll speed up our gas production. Okay, what do we have here? You have 95. All right, we're going to make our jump just in case they try to pull it from this ship. Hey, Kyle. Good to have you with us, my friend. We're going to build the industry and research ship tonight. That is our goal. And I was going to do the mining ship, but I'm going to need too many other things. Oh, crap. I grabbed a rescue. Okay, we'll do the rescue. We're just going to do that on home 1. It's better equipped to rescue. Alright, so let's do 2 things. And we're going to prepare this jump. Let's grab home 1. And we'll jump home 1 down there. Yep, we can get this. That way we can get the stargate up and running. But also, I can start researching the track and robotic arms and stuff I'm going to need for the mining ship. Because I'm still going to probably try to automate the mining ship. Oh, great, a meteor shower. This sucks. Okay, let's see. Which one do you figure we're rescuing? I bet you it's that one. Stranded ship. Alright. We'll send that one over. Hopefully, like we did the other day, we can kind of use the... Yeah, the docking port's on this side, so we'll try to use the ship as a bit of a blocker. Alright. How is Green Hauler doing? Oh, there's a timer going. Oh, the ship engine core will explode. Okay, that's alright. Alright, let's go ahead and... Alright, let's kill our throttle, get our rotation going. Alright, let's bring this in. Docked. Okay. We have to get 22 crew. Oh, I don't know if I got them all. Yep, and we just took a strike. Alright. Let's take them back there. I was trying to see if it says which ship it's assigned to. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's jump out of here. Alright, let's go ahead and do our repairs. Repair whatever that is. Turn in our 2 contracts. Alright, what's Green Hauler up to? Did we make our jump? I don't think we made our jump yet. Mission collection underway. Alright, so it did send the... It's sending the ship over here for the hyperspace ones, so... Or for the FTL charges. We've got them on this ship. It's not the one I wanted to pull them off of, but that's okay. Alright, we got our rescue mission done though. I thought it was a delivery, not a... Alright, come on. One more stack. There we go. Okay. Why isn't our FTL drive charging? Not sure on that one. We're definitely hurting. Oh, our batteries are all low. Alright, what are these at? These are okay. Alright, let's get our jump made. Get out of here. Oh, no, okay. I did this before. I did this when I went to... I need to fix something here. When I put the thrusters in, we didn't recable all of our batteries, so we were running way low on power there. Okay. Fixed. We're good to go. This is... I think it's more engaging this way. It's like... I think it's easier with the single ship, right? With the single ship, if anything, I needed anything, I just added more space and put it on the ship. This one you have to kind of think about, you know, what's going on. You're keeping track of multiple things. You know, like, now I'm not overly, like, right now I'm not overly thinking about the fuel, but I need to check in, you know, on the fuel ship every once in a while, make sure nothing's going on. What I do like is they will pop alerts up here if any of your ships are having an issue. So like if we run out of fuel on the fuel ship, it'll pop an alert here, then I can go and look at it, right? So I do like that. All right, we're almost done with our loop, and then we're going to transfer... Well, we'll transfer all this stuff over to the new hull once we get the new hull made. I guess so. It depends on, like I said, I'm playing through where I'm putting restrictions on myself. You know, you could just create... I could create every ship so it could do a little bit of everything and then just keep using them. But like this ship here, you know, it's like this one doesn't have drones on it, so I can't do those kind of things. So I think it adds, yeah, adds a little bit of intrigue to it. And the fact that I'm also put a rule on it that I can't expand the hull, you know, that's really putting some limitations on our playthrough. Oh, I don't know if you were here at the beginning. I think I fixed this. Let me know if this is... Actually, home 1 was the worst one. I think I got the smooth scroll working again. I had to change some settings and tweak on some OBS stuff, but I think the two were not playing well together. All right, turn this one in, turn that one in, turn that one in. Do a little shopping. Now, this kind of stuff that we're doing right now, where it's kind of like arguably tedious, is one of the things I enjoy about these kind of games, right? Like, I can just sit and run missions like this for hours and actually have fun. So here we go, 16 stacks of fuel. We'll sell that. Tillium, we'll get that one. Oxygen, we'll get that one. Passengers, what do we got? Metal, we don't have metal right now. Oh, on the scroll thing? I haven't, but I am happy to try it. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay. We ran out of oxygen. Did we sell off our oxygen? Okay, no, we have... We might have delivered our oxygen. Okay, so let's go ahead and buy some oxygen. Or we might just used it up. Okay, these are thousands, so let's go with 5. That's 10, 15. Let's get 20,000 oxygen. How much can I hold? 2, 3, 4. So that's 36,000? 9,000, 18. Yeah, I can hold 36,000. So we'll turn that one in. Turn that one in. Yeah, I think I got rid of my oxygen on this ship. I think we just burnt through it. Okay, so we can do 36,000. Would I get 20,000? Let's go ahead and get... 25, 30,000. Okay. Man, we are burning through oxygen quick, so hopefully some of it comes in. Otherwise, we're going to start dropping here. We need to get a bottle on there fast. Woo! Okay, this is going to be interesting. This just means we're out, so we're not resupplying this ship. We'll see how fast this drops. You know, the ship is full, right? There's oxygen in the ship. Yeah, it's not dropping horribly fast. We're just not replenishing it, right? Well, we're replenishing it at a low rate. Our air reprocessors are pulling CO2 and creating oxygen. Let's make sure that that's working. Yeah, 95. Yeah, so we're making oxygen. We're just out of oxygen, so now we're just waiting. I think we'll be okay. It's dropping slow, but as soon as we start to move this stuff from here... Oh! Okay, I've also messed something up here. I know why we are not getting stuff. We need equipment storage. What do we have up here? Okay, let's pause. Alright, we need to store equipment. So let's put equipment here. Because I'm buying all that track and robotic arms. We're just burning up our storage space. Alright, that should get them busy. Oh, is this all... This might be all just normal cargo. So now they're going to want to move all of that? Alright, well, I'll let them. Alright, well, let's hope our oxygen holds. Hey, they moved one. Come on, let's get us an oxygen bottle. Down to 90%. Yeah, I think this backside is just general cargo, so that's where they were shoving stuff. Alright, well, before we go too far here, then let's go ahead and add some more equipment so that we don't find ourselves in the same situation. There we go. There, I see oxygen. We're doing okay. I think we offloaded some passengers as well. We have 189? Don't think they're dying or anything. 192? 194? Alright. We have oxygen on board. That should be our oxygen loader. Hopefully our tanks will start to fill up. Okay. Whew. Alright, this will be our last jump. We'll go ahead and offload everything. And we should be good to go. This should also clear our missions and we can get into construction mode. How is this tank doing? Oh, it filled back up because we've been hauling. We had tons of sewage again. Alright, once we get rid of our passengers, our sewage will start to drop. Alright, turn this contract in. Yeah, we're back to home. And again, we'll buy Trek and robot arms. And then we need to make a jump to here to finish getting rid of our missions. Alright, let's check home one. Is home one busy? Home one is good. Just grinding through ore, which is okay. Fuel depot, how are you doing? Okay, so these are staying capped up. So our 2 gas collectors are plenty. Now, I could unplug one, but we're making fuel and it's costing us fuel to run the reactor. But we're still making fuel, right? These numbers are going up. So let's go ahead. Looks like we delivered fuel out of here. So we need to unload fuel again. So let's go ahead and start this one on unload mode. We'll put this one on load mode, and as soon as that goes away, we'll stop it. So I just got fuel sitting in a canister there that isn't being used. So as long as I stop it once that tank disappears, I think we'll be okay. Because the little guy is going to run over here and try to put a tank on there. That one he just carried over there. So we'll watch him. Here he comes. Oh, and then I missed the stop. Okay. We'll do this again. So this is loading fuel in. Loading fuel in. That fuel is full. So he'll carry that one over and it starts a new one. Alright, this one's 3, 2, 1. This one's empty. We'll see him heading this way. I'll click on stop, and then that one's now not doing anything. Okay, how are we doing? Yeah, so you can see now our fuel is going down because we're offloading it faster than we're making it. Okay. Home one's okay. Green hauler, where are you at? Contracts. Where are these going? 13 and 8. Where are we going? We're going to 8, so we'll go ahead and pick up the 1 to 8. Except, oh, there's another one to 13. That's a 5-minute. Okay, we'll do the 2 to 13 as well. If we can double up to go into 13, we'll make 2 jumps here. All right, where is 13? Down here. So 13 to 8, back to home. And then we'll start our construction. I think this one will be a relatively quick build. It's not as complex. That's why I went ahead and, because we're getting a little bit later start, I figured I'd do this one first. The mining ship's going to be a lot more complex. I want to give myself plenty of time to do that one. Here come the passengers. They mingle about a bit, and then down up the ladder they go. Alright, turn that one in, turn that one in. And since we're here anyway... Okay, so you can see the restocks haven't fully restocked from our last time we were here. I don't know what the rate of respawn is on things, but... So we'll offload our passengers, offload the cargo, make one more jump, and then back to home. Jump up there. Should have prepped that. And then I guess we'll park home one. Now, the other thing that I could do is, or sorry, park our green hauler. Like, green hauler is going to go idle now. If I want to be really efficient, I could take the crew off. I could shut everything down. But since it's mostly just passively electrical, we're really only using food. Oxygen and water, I think we're recouping at about the same rate it goes away. So it doesn't hurt to keep it idle. I could give it something to do, but that kind of would break our rules. So. Alright, we'll turn these in. Grab our last set of track and robotic arms. So that's going to take the stress off of our habitation. We'll just get down to our 8 crew. And we made some money as well, which will help for our builds. Right, once all this cargo is out, we'll be good to go. Alright. Home again, home again. Let's check the fuel ship. It's doing okay. Alright, so let's do a test here. While we're still out here. What's our power grid? We'll wait till we're in alignment. Okay, we're in alignment. We are pulling 4 megawatts on our engines. I think I understand that. So if I cable up all of our engines, all of our thrusters, what will that do to our power grid? Alright, they are up and running. Was it 4 before? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I think it's 1 megawatt idle for each thruster. That really isn't that big of a draw. Let's go ahead and we're going to do a short hop here. Because that should be a gas cloud system. Alright, so now we are at half power. Yeah, we're still only drawing 63, so our batteries are actually recharging. Okay. So we'll get up to 14. But that'll be okay. Okay, let's go ahead and now... Actually, I need to really turn the ship. That's going to be almost a straight. Let's do this. We're going to prepare a jump to there. And see what kind of draw that has. 126. Much quicker, though. That was so much nicer. Alright, we're going to keep them plugged in. It's not hosing us here. Like, we're drawing more than we need, but idle, they're okay. So, adding more thrusters didn't really hurt us. And again, we've got 8,000 capacity in reserve, so. Alright, we are back to our home base here. Okay, a couple things we need to do. Where is... That's home 1 there. Oh, the downside is without engines, you can rotate, but it won't automatically drive you. You can manually drive yourself, right? So we can fly over here. But that's the downside to running without engines. You can't use the built-in navigation. Oh, that's so much nicer, though. Alright, so we're going to dock with Home 1. Yeah, so yeah, you save all the time in emissions testing. That is true. Okay, logistics. I want to transfer over to Home 1 all of our hyperspace isotopes. Because we collect those as we're jumping, right? And then Home 1 has FTL manufacturing ability. So it needs the hyperspace isotopes for that. So we transfer them over here. So there it is. And then they come up here, and we really should store them up here. So let's create ourselves a hyperspace isotope storage section. We'll put it there. And then we got 5 loaders, so they'll load in pretty quick. But that way we can keep feeding our FTL charge creation. So Home 1 has 98 FTL charges, so we can actually I think we use some. So let's go ahead and let's see, FTL charges. We've got 24 over there, so let's go ahead and say 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Let's put 50 on Green Hauler, because Green Hauler is the one that does all the jumping. So there we go. Alright, speed up time a little bit just to make this happen a little quicker, because we're moving some stuff. So this is also the downside. Now, 2 things I could do. I could put more crew on, but then that crew is going to be idle all the time just using resources. So it's one of those that you just have to kind of deal with it, or do this offload more often. You know, we had gathered a lot of stuff, so. Okay, well, while that's going on, we'll do 2 things. We're going to check, make sure we're not running out of fuel. No, we're good there. Okay, we are going to go ahead and fabricate our next ship. This is a test I was doing for screenshots, actually. All right, we want to haul 1.27 million. The price keeps going up. It was 800,000, I think, when we first started. There we go. So we have our new haul. So let's see. What are we going to call this one? It's industry and research. Let's just call this R&D. R&D. Oh, you can't do the... Okay, well, let's go full on. Research. And also caps lock doesn't work. Research and development. Okay, did I spell all that right? I think so. Okay, don't like that because it overlaps, so we are going to go back to R&D. We'll just put the word "and" in there. Can I put a plus in? Let's see, do you accept plus? Nope. No special. Oh, you can put a dash in, but... Okay, R&D sounds wrong. What's it called here? Industry. We could just go with industry. Science and industry? Oh, we gotta get science in there. Okay. Can I put a slash in? Nope. Science and industry. We're gonna have to come up with a more clever name. Oh, that almost fits. Alright, let's just take the "and" out. We could call it Sindustry. Alright, that's good enough for now. Alright. Are you guys still working? They appear to be mostly done. What's Green Hauler doing these days? Right, home one is don't seem busy. Green Hauler, they're doing their thing. Alright, so let's go ahead and undock these guys. How's our tank going? Alright, so we're just going to have to let that just sit. I could just delete it, but that sewage turns into water. And I don't want to give up that water. I don't think we have any blockage. That's just because we had so many people on board. Okay. Let's see. So, like on every ship, we got a few things that we're going to have to do. By default, I have set these up to have the ability to 6 cabins? I thought I had it set up for 8. Well, Green Hauler's not a good example. What do we have on you? Okay, maybe it was just 6. Oh, I put 8 on home 1 because it has a bigger thing. Okay, so we can only do 6. So for this ship, we are going to need at least 1 scientist and then crew to use the assembly tables. So 1 scientist, 5 crew. That'll fill up our 6. We're going to have to give them spacesuits until we get everything done. Okay, so our standard build. I could have probably put this stuff in the hull just to make it easier to start, but I wanted a nice empty hull. So this one's going to need power. Should we add solar? It's going to mostly just sit. I think we'll add some solar as well, just to make it work. So, okay, we're going to grab all 3 reactors, all 4 solar panels. Let's go ahead and grab batteries. I don't know that I need 8 loaders. We need an oxygen, a water, a fuel, and we'll pick up a spare. Ooh, look at all those medium tanks. Alright, let's get 10 of those. Okay, so this is just going to be me being lazy. I'm just going to buy this fuel because I'm going to sell fuel on the fuel ship. So we'll just get all that fuel. Okay, we already have 2 engines, so we don't have to worry about engines. We'll go ahead and get 4 thrusters. That was 4, right? Yep, 4 thrusters. I'm not going to put an FTL drive in this ship. It's not going anywhere, so we don't have to buy any of that. Okay, let's see. 10 of those. Oxygen loader. I should be able to do 1 air duct. Sewage. Waste treatment. Water purifier. I usually don't use the oxygen maker. If you run low on oxygen, you can turn water into oxygen. Air reprocessor. We'll put that on our mining ship. Oh, I want to build a garden ship as well. Okay, oxygen. 5, 10,000. 5, 10,000. Okay, these are 100, so 500, 1,000. 500, 2,000, 500, 3,000. We'll do 500 for each crew. Alright, we got spaces. Nothing in defense. Okay. I'm going to do this in a second round because this is going to keep our people busy. I want to get the infrastructure up, and then we'll go ahead and buy our smelters and refineries and labs and fabricators and stuff like that we need. Let's go ahead and grab 5 of those in case I want to use them. Let's go ahead and get... Oh, crap. I forgot to install my hyperspace sensors to see what they would do. Alright, we'll test that later. 1 science station, 1 supercomputer. Alright, we don't need any other resources, I don't think. Yep, and none of that. All right. 2.2 million. It's getting more expensive. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. They're going to deliver all this. I'm going to hit pause here real quick. Let's go ahead and get some stuff set up just to help them. All right, so equipment. For right now, I'm just going to put equipment here in the main bay. Since it's centrally located, it'll help me build stuff. I believe we're going to need a science room, and we're going to need some... I think we're going to set up some assembly lines. So I think the assembly lines will set up here. Which means we can either set up our back section as life support, right? That's where we put our on Green Holler. That's where we put all of that kind of stuff. We're going to need a power room though, so maybe this can be our power room, and then we could put life support here. We could put life support on these sides. Not sure what I'm feeling. So we're going to need fabricators, smelters, assembly tables. Although we might not need smelters. We'll have to see. I think we can get 4 production lines built up in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would provide plenty of power. I think we're going to have extra room. I don't think we're going to run out of room. So let's go ahead and... I think mostly I need to figure out where I'm going to put my life support. Let's do that first. All right, let's look at our current setup. So this one's robust because we haul passengers, so we don't need anything near that complex. We really need something closer to what our fuel ship is, and we just stuck that up here. I don't want to do that. What about home 1? How is it set up? Home 1 is all in the hallway here. Actually, that might work. If we put life support here, we could put 4 reactors in here if we had to. And then that kind of creates this as our... Okay, let's do that. I think we're going to use this setup. And plus, we won't have the ladder here. Okay. Yeah, this setup is actually pretty clean. I think we'll go with that. Because we got plenty of tanks, plenty of capacity. This ship's only ever going to have probably 6 to 8 people on it. So, all right. Decision made. Okay, so if we're going to put that stuff there, we don't want to do any storage. We'll just throw a couple of any cargo sections in here. What else did we get? We got resources, so we do want to put our resources in smart places. So for right now, we'll just put water there, oxygen there. Where are we going to put fuel tanks? Could put fuel tanks next to the engines. Then they could feed the reactors. So let's store our fuel. I'll just put fuel there and there. And then I guess we'll put science back here and then make the front. So front's industry, back is science. Okay. Anything else that we bought? I think that's everything. All right, let's start getting this up and running. So, as our ship docks here, all right, we're going to save. And then, because Kyler did ask, and I am curious, where is our one ship? All right, this is the test. There's a lot going on here, so yeah, that is smooth in OBS. But yeah, like on this one, all this stuff is animated. My son was looking at this earlier, and he had an interesting observation. Like, it doesn't tend to do it. It does it when you're moving, I guess, but it really tends to do it when you're zooming. And so it's almost like the resizing of these sprites are causing some kind of an issue. So yeah, I changed the capture method for OBS. So like I said, this is one of those I don't want to completely blame on the game. I think it's a combination of just... I've seen this as well. Like, sometimes if you're using Unreal Engine and you're sharing stuff on Zoom, they just don't play well together. It gets confused. So yeah, I think that seems to be working. So I think my changes helped. All right, let's abandon that. Get back into the right. Okay, here we go. Crew's on board. I mentioned this last time. They're relatively smart. We bought spacesuits for them, and there's no oxygen in our ship. So they put the spacesuits on in the shuttle. I'm so happy for that. I'm so happy the crew doesn't come in here and die. That would be horrible. Yeah, it's just it's a resource conflict. Because, again, my GPU's running at less than 30% right now. CPU is less than 50%. So it's not like I'm taxing the system any at all. But it definitely is just, there's some kind of a conflict. Okay, what do we have? Let's start building stuff out as they undo stuff. All right, reactors are in. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll put 2 reactors in to start. I think we're going to need it once we get all this industry up and running. Thinking solar panels on the front. We'll do that later, though. Okay, fuel. Where are we going to put fuel? I did get some huge tanks. How big is a huge tank? Oh, it'll fit nicely in there. Okay, just for some visual difference, we'll add a huge tank there. Yeah, huge tank, huge tank. And then we'll do a medium tank. And then we'll put in a small tank. And this is a little bit of overkill, but I think it'll look cool. We'll put in a loader and a loader. All right, let's pipe this up. I'm going to dismantle the engines. I'll remove them. Alright, so we'll run our fuel pipe right through the center there. And then same thing here. Fuel down to here. They're still unloading stuff, so that's going to take a while. Okay, we got power. Let's start working on infrastructure. Let's get oxygen going first. So we are going to need our CO2 scrubber, which we will put in here. Actually, no, I think I'm going to go the other way. Let's put in our air duct right here in the front. Actually, I'm going to put it here. Then we'll put an oxygen loader in right here. And then let's put the air duct in so those line up. I like to line my pipes up if I can. Alright. Actually, yeah, let's leave that. Then we will medium tank, which will not line our pipes up. Alright, what if I air duct forward a little bit? Could do that. And we'll turn our loader around. Okay, oxygen, oxygen, oxygen. Then we've got our air reprocessor. So oxygen in the front for that. Then we'll put another medium tank in, this time facing the back. And then, so that will be CO2. So our CO2 scrubber can go there. Alright. So we've got oxygen, 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 carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide. Start cabling up our ship. Alright, let's install... I'm going to reinstall the engines. I don't want the engines to go away, but what I'm doing is, instead of them being up here, I'm going to move them farther back. So they're more exposed, but this ship won't see combat. So, at least in the current meta of this game, you don't have to worry about that. Alright, so then we will add fuel to the engine, fuel to the engine. Okay, we need to go grab green hauler and bring him down here. Alright, go forward. There we go. Alright. Make your turn and go forward. It is quick enough now that it actually over-rotates a bit. So, the reason we're bringing Green Hauler over is it has all of our track and robotic arms on it. So we're going to start moving those over here as well while we're building. Go. It's got so many rear jets that it won't actually go straight up and down. It pushes it forward. So you have to... There we go. Alright. Let's get back over to this guy. So, logistics-wise... we want to move over from Green Hauler. So let's just start with... Look at all this stuff. 10 arms and all the track. Actually, 20 arms. 5 smart arms. Actually, 10, 10, 20. Okay, I think that'll work. Alright, so while they're doing that work, we can keep working on this. So, power up, and power up. Okay. This means we should start getting ourselves an atmosphere. We're not even touching that, so we're not worried about that. Did I run power all the way back there? I did not. I haven't hooked up my reactors to actual power. There we go. Same thing here. Give you power. Although we'll probably shut the engines down because they won't need to be on. But we do want them to be able to do stuff. Actually, no, I don't have any fuel yet, so nothing's going to happen, I don't think. Because I didn't... No, yeah, we're fuel loading. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's go ahead and put our thrusters in. Thruster. Let's go very classic in this ship. And again, this ship's not going to have to move a lot, so I don't know that I'm all that worried about that, but okay. We'll cable those up later. Alright, water system next. So we want to start with our sewage. So we'll put our sewage pipe in there. And again, we're going to medium tank everything here. Alright, so sewage. Then we need a waste treatment. So we'll sewage on the top for that. Then another tank, which we'll put its port on the bottom. And then we need a huge tank water purifier, which will go this way. And then we just need a medium tank. Alright, so that our capacity is a little higher here, I'm going to make one little change. Medium tank. Put tank there, tank there. I'm going to rebuild this up here. We're going to undo these three. We're going to install a second medium tank in here. Just so we have more oxygen capacity. We have the room. There we go. And now we'll basically build it the same way it was. So next we want our air reprocessor with oxygen in the front. A medium tank. Have I got any left? Yep. Carbon dioxide in the back. And our CO2 scrubber. Carbon dioxide in the back. Connect those. Connect that. Power that up. Power that up. There we go. So we got 2 oxygen, and then we'll have 2 water here in a second. So that's sewage. That is dirty water. Oh, those are cables, not pipes. Let's go ahead and power you. Power you. Alright, sewage to there. Dirty water to there. Water into there and there. We'll install our last loader here. And then we can load up our water that we bought. Okay. How's our atmosphere? We have atmosphere. Alright, let's give ourselves a place to put our spacesuits now that we're not using them. So they're just going to go over here. Okay, we are essentially functional here. Let's go ahead and get our thrusters up. And let's get power to the front of the ship. So we'll run power down here. Power down here. Actually, with this thicker nose section, we can get away with this. They don't pop outside. Like if you do that, you'll get one just outside the ship and it looks a little funky. There we go. Oh, it fit there. Interesting, it doesn't fit there. Alright, let's see. Power. Actually, we ran it across like that, I believe. There we go. Okay, thrusters are powered up. Engines are powered up. Water system is water systeming. Okay, so now... Actually, we're going to stay here because I might have to unload some more stuff off of Hauler. So. Okay, let's get our scientists going. So, what do we need for our scientists? We have a supercomputer. And we have so much extra stuff we don't need it. And a science station. Alright, well, let's put it here to... again, it's easier to build in schematic view. So install... right in the center of the room. And our supercomputer. Actually, which way do we want our scientists to stand? Don't install that. Don't install it. There we go. Okay. Science station. Okay, so it's on the left right now. 1, 2, 3. I should put it on the bottom. Yep. So he has a little station he stands at. So if you want to run multiple scientists for research, you could put more than one of these science stations in. Same with the supercomputer. If you want to run more than one. It doesn't change any based off of rotation. So let's go ahead and put it... It sticks up a long ways though, so we'll put a little bit lower. Alright, power that up, power that up. And now we can go ahead and start sciencing. So what do we need first? That's the last thing we need. That's convenient. Track. I want to be able to make track. And I want our mining ship. So we're going to need track to build the mining ship. So let's start that research. Alright, so our little scientist should eventually, wherever he is. There's our little science guy. He'll come back here and he'll work on that. Alright, it's a lot of room. They don't need that much room, but that's okay. We've got it. Alright, fuel is good. Food is good. Okay, I think we're pretty good. So now, what we're going to have to do is start building out our industry modules. So, let's go shopping again. Things that we're going to want. I'm going to get one of everything so we can look to see if we're going to need things, but I think I'm going to resell. Like those 3, I don't think I'm going to need. Fabricators. We want fabricators. I'm going to get all those. I'm thinking 4 assembly tables, so let's grab 4 of those. Might as well grab those since they're here. And then resources we'll worry about later. Alright, let's deliver that. While that's happening, I want to not forget to do this. We've got these hyperspace sensors now. I don't know that they actually do anything. Put 2 there. Well, that would look cool right behind the solar panel. Can I put them on top of the solar panels? No. But I can wedge them in behind. Alright, let's put one over on this side too then. Get that one power. Now I think these only collect data in hyperspace. So we'll have to do a test on them later. Also, actually, we want to see what kind of power they draw. I think they'd be in logistics. Yeah, I think we're still okay. Okay, now our industry ship should have all of its stuff. So, first thing we're going to do here is we're just going to do a little inventory. So let's go ahead and we'll put in a smelter, a refinery, a fabricator, a chemical lab, and an assembly table. I think I know the answer to what I'm about to say, but we're going to check this. So, smelters. Yep, they just do ore. So our mining ship is probably going to do most of this. So I don't think we're going to need a smelter here. So let's take that one out. Refinery. Metron gas, we're making fuel. Hyperspace, we've got on home 1. You could make the case that we could actually make one of these wings an FTL manufacturing. So we'll keep refinery for now. All right. We might move that off of home 1. All right, fabricators, frames, motor, energy coils. That's what I'm expecting. We're going to use all of that. So if we're going to make FTL charges, oh, and Stargate resin, we're going to need chemical labs for that as well. What's that take? Refined Metreon. So that we would have to actually get either... So we have a choice here to make. Do we want to collect Metreon on this ship, or do we want to haul Metreon gas over from our fuel depot? So that's a decision we're going to have to make. But we are going to need these for the Stargate resin, so we'll keep that. Alright, the last one, I know we're going to need assembly tables, ladders, doors, batteries, solar panels, Stargate frames, Stargate actuators. Okay, so one of the things that now we're going to check is 5 metal ingot to a frame for 10 seconds. What's this one take? 2 frames, 20 seconds. So that one assembly table can feed that. All right. Actually, the rest of these, so really, since we haven't researched the other thing yet, I think you have to make a frame to make track as well. Energy coils. Yeah, that's the end thing. What else are we gonna like? Robot arms. Okay, so let's set this up in a pseudo-generic way. I think 2 fabricators should be enough to push any one assembly table. I don't think we'll need 3 until we get to the very end. Like to make those transmitters, I think we need a little bit more. So what we're going to do here, let's go assembly table. So we got 1, 2. Do I want it there? No. I want to feed it. 1, 2, robot arm. So 2 tracks. Actually, let's go 3 tracks. Space. Actually, robot arm. Okay. Space, robot arm. Track, robot arm. Alright, let's put 1 there. 1 there. Then we're going to short arm. Actually, no, let's put our assembly tables in next. Or sorry, our fabricators. Fabricator. Alright, that'll work. Alright, so now we need to get our short arms. We can feed that. Feed that. Am I out of short arms already? Alright, let's go ahead and... we'll dock back up. There we go. Alright, so we need a lot more short arms. Oh, did I undock? Oh, I think when I hit the shuttle, it undocked us. So I didn't get all of my stuff. Okay, cool. I shouldn't have been that short. Alright. Start bringing me stuff. More short arms. Okay. Short arm there, short arm there. Yeah, I did not space this the way I wanted. Okay. Let's start this a little differently. Actually, I'm going to leave that there just so I can have a reference. Okay, I'm going to want to space a space. I'm going to over-engineer here a little bit because I think it's going to look cool. And we're all for that. Okay. I want a space. I want an arm and an arm. Track and track. Arm and arm. And then we're going to have to move one of those. That's okay. Fabricator, fabricator. Arm, arm. And then the assembly table needs a person to stand on it. So we'll put them in the center. There. Alright, so we're going to have to... undo those two. And now we're going to install. Short arm, short arm. Track, track. Okay. So frames need ingots. Motors need... oh, ingots and... okay, so really, if I want this to be complete, I need 2 tracks into each one. If I want to build it that way. Motors... energy coil, metal and copper. Okay. Let's go all in. Install short arms. And then track. And then dismantle this version because I messed it up. I just didn't put it deep enough. Alright, let's go ahead. Where's our logistics at? Give me some more arms. We got all the track. I don't think we're going to need the other arms. So. Okay. Here is my theory. Or the way I think I'm going to make this work. I will put a storage item, hold on a second, on each of these. So metal ingots, whatever it happens to be. Crew will put it there. Robot arm will load it. It'll queue it up. This robot arm would load it and then fabricate it. So we always have kind of some extras in the queue. Downside to that is it could get us to where we get some resources stuck. But we'll deal with that. Then the fabricators can fabricate whatever they need. Those load into the assembly table. I don't know that I need 4 of these, but alright, so let's build another version over here. Fabricators. And assembly table. All right, so let's think this through. This here so we don't want our assembly tables to ever be starved from resources, right? So queuing stuff up on tracks helps. Now, this set of robot arms I could probably eliminate, and you could just put the storage on this first set of tracks, so your guy will put it there and then it goes over. So this might be just doing too much, but then it would build the stuff and then automatically put those into the assembly table, so you get no lag in waiting for your crew to come and move stuff. Really, we just have to feed them raw materials. Now, if you really wanted to build this efficiently, what you would do then is you'd set a smelter up. The smelter would smelt the raw materials. You would arm that out, track it over, load it, but we're going to have all of our stuff pre-smelted for us, so we just need to put the ingots or things in those right there. What I'm trying to decide is, do I want to do it this way where they put stuff on the floor so we can see it and then it auto loads the track, or do we have them put it right on the track? Honestly, probably right on the track would be a more efficient way to do it. But that requires, I don't know, it requires about the same amount of movement from your people. We'll build it this way. We'll build one up here the other way, and then we'll test them. That sounds like a good plan. Alright, so let's just install. We'll keep them even, just so they look the same. And we'll see which one looks cooler. Because some of this is just we want them to look cool. Alright, do I have enough fabricators? We do. Short arm. And assembly table. Alright, how did that get off? I think I put stuff in the wrong spots. Oh, I put the assembly. Okay. That's in the wrong spot. Alright, the rest of it was okay. I just got off one square. Alright. Alright, so back to robotic arms. Short ones anyway. And then assembly tables. No, fabricators. But we want them over here. Then 2 more arms. And now the assembly table. There we go. Oh, short a fabricator. That's alright. We'll get it in a second. And short arm. Okay, so the outside section have eliminated this extra set of arms. They'll work the same way. They'll just visually look a little bit different. And theoretically draw less power. Okay. Let's cable that up. Cable that up. Which way do we want to go with some of these? What'll look the cleanest? Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I can avoid that square. That's right. There's going to be another fabricator right there. Okay. Let's go ahead now and go back to logistics. And we're just going to now move everything over that we haven't, and probably just sell most of this stuff off. So we'll move those, move those, move those. All the tracks already over. Don't think I have any extra of other things. Yep, I think we're okay. All right. Let's check on our science. Oh, we're almost done already with our first science project. So we can now make track. That'll make life easier. Okay, once we are done moving over, who has all of our stuff? Green one. Yep. Once we move all this stuff over, actually I should have just sold it. I don't know why I'm bothering to move it over to the next ship. Probably so I can keep some. Okay, so while that's busy, let's check our fuel depot. We are going to have to put in some functionality to eventually offload Metreon gas here. Refined gas, because we're going to need that for for the resin. Let's go ahead then. Let's start getting this capacity up. So let's add. Do I have another refinery here? I do. Let's go ahead and put another refinery in place. So this way we can start building up our supply. We're gonna need it, and it's not like we're sucking all of the gas out anyway. These are capped, so we can't put any more Metreon gas in anyway. And so if we can get this up. Alright, let's check our power. Alright, I think that refinery came online. Yeah, we don't seem to be popping over 100, which is the capacity for our reactor. But let's go ahead. Do I have a second reactor already in here? I don't. Let's buy ourselves a second reactor. Can't afford. Holy cow. I blew through 4 million. All right. a lot of it's wrapped up in this ship right now. Let's see, Green Hauler, are we done offloading? We appear to be. Okay, let us detach. Back to science. Let's sell some stuff. I don't need the smelter. I will need the refinery and chemical lab eventually. Here's where a lot of our money's wrapped up. Alright, let's get rid of all but... We'll keep 6. Let's keep 10. Keep our track. Alright. That's 1.47 million. Okay, fuel depot. Now we can afford, we'll get you a reactor. Honestly, we could probably even sell some of that fuel, but we'll keep it for now. Alright. Let's cable this one up. Pipe it up. Okay, so now we'll have 200 for capacity. We should be just fine. Are you guys busy? Should be. You're offloading all of the cargo. Okay, we are going to need, I think, 2 things now. We have assembly, probably overkill for assembly capacity. We need to build, if we're going to move our FTL manufacturing stuff over here, we should build that out. Actually, let's clean up some storage first. Oxygen, we're just going to put here. Water we'll put here. Fuel. Let's put fuel there and there. I want to reclaim some of this space now. So. Oh, these tanks. This tank never actually got hooked up. Alright. We'll take care of that. There we go. Fuel's flowing. Okay, so FTL needs Tillium ore and isotopes. So what we'll need is let's build that up here. Alright, so we'll get rid of this storage. Actually, let's get rid of all that storage. Get rid of all this storage. We'll put our food up here for now. Okay, so let's see. Let's build. We have 2 things left. FTL charges and then also just our general. We're going to have to do our resin. So let's take a peek. Take a peek at the chemical lab. We'll line it up here. And again, I've got my crew crew's busy moving stuff because I reconfigured storage. And then... Okay, if I want to make an FTL charges all the time, we're going to need another chem lab. I have one on board. Okay, yeah. And I think we have enough tanks. Let's take a look. We've got 3 huge tanks and 8 of those. Okay, so we need tanks for the isotopes. We need... How many loaders do we have on board? We've used them all. Let's grab a couple more loaders. So tanks, isotopes, track, arms, titanium crystals. That makes FTL. Resin, I don't remember what it takes to make resin. As soon as we get a chem lab built, we'll check. Oh, I think our scientist got done. Cool, we can now make track. Okay, so what do we want him to do next? What's important? Robot arms, tanks. Let's get him working on smelter efficiency. Because if we can get these 2 done, then our mining operation will work a lot better. Catching up with you there. These reactors? Yeah. Yeah, nice little animation too. Okay, let's check our chem lab. So we want to make 2 things. We're going to want to make stargate resin. That's just refined Metreon. And FTL charges are isotopes and crystals. So we're going to need a tank for isotopes, and then we can track in the crystals. And we want this running all the time. Okay, so where do we want our tanks? Could just tank up here. What do we have? Install. I could get a huge tank in there. And then, honestly, a huge tank would probably be enough. So do I want it up there, or do I want to... Let's see. We can pipe in from just about anywhere. Building along this section is going to be a kind of a pain. Could theoretically put it there, but that doesn't really look that good. That'd be better for fuel anyway. Could put it here. And then this, between them, we could put the track and robot arms for the titanium. Yeah, let's do this. This will kind of look cool, I think. So let's install track. Let's see, let's put our arm in first. Which way? Go up, down. Nope. I could go up, down, load it that way. We could go... We could go back, over, back in that way. Actually, can I put a... Will this work? Can I put it in the middle there? Let's try this. I'm just curious. Because then what I can do, I can put my track up, over, down, over, then up, up. Oh, I'm one track short. Okay, we've transferred everything, right? Have we undocked? Yep. Alright, we should be able to buy ourselves some track now. Oh, one track, just what we need. Okay. Okay, so the theory here is we'll have them put the Tillium here. So let's put a Tillium crystal storage there. When they put there, it goes up, down, up, over, and stops there once we get our last piece of track. Then this arm will grab it from here and put it there. I think that will work. Where's my track? Give me my track. Track. Alright. Home one has all of our crystals. But to test this, let's do a couple of things. Can I just buy... Alright, let's buy 5 crystals. And can I buy hyperspace isotopes? Okay, I can't. But home one has some. Let's try this. Home one. Do you still have isotopes in storage, or did we burn through them? Oh, they're all in the tank. Okay. You know what? We're going to move this manufacturing over to a different ship. So let's start unloading these. And then we're also going to move the smelting operation over as well. I probably just need to sell some of these. Alright, so let's sell FTL. Yeah, we have 164. Let's see. 10, 15, 20. Let's keep 25. Alright, so if we get some isotopes onto the market, I think we'll be able to test out our FTL system. And then the last bit will be to make our resin, which will be very similar looking. We just won't need the track on that one. Okay, how many isotope boxes do we have so far? 12, so let's sell... We'll sell 10. Okay, let's check in on fuel depot. I haven't quite run it out of fuel yet. We're trying. We're getting close. Are we storing up some gas now? Yeah, we're starting to get some gas stored up there. So let's go ahead and load that fuel back in. Then we'll stop it, and that way we can let our tanks fill back up with fuel. We've got we've got tons of fuel sitting there. So if we need to transfer it or sell it or do whatever, we can. Let's see how our jobs are doing. I think we're done. Okay, so let's now purchase isotopes. Oh, so interesting. I thought I sold them. Oh no, home one's still probably working. Yep, they're still working. Okay. There's an isotope getting sold. So that should be sold now. So is it now available? Okay, so maybe I can't sell them. Maybe I'm going to have to transfer those. Let's wait. So we're in a little bit of testing mode now. We'll wait and see if the shuttle maybe has to leave before we're going to get credit, or before they show up on the market. So let's let them finish selling all this stuff. That, or I might have seen an FTL charge and not an isotope get moved. That's also a possibility. Like these are jars of isotopes up here, and we've sold 10 of them. So yeah, I still don't think they move all that much faster in 40 times speed. And again, for right now, we're going to keep home one just chewing through this Tillium ore until we get our mining ship set up. So. Alright, well, while that's going, let's go ahead and do our last build out on this one then. So we're essentially going to create something very similar to what we just built. Alright, slow it down to 5, makes it easier to click on things. So we want to install a chem lab. We'll put it in the same spot that we put that one. So we got a little mirror action going there. And we'll do the same thing here. Put our huge tank in there. And then let me check to make sure that I'm remembering the recipe correctly, because there's no point in setting this up if I'm not. Yep, that's just refined Metreon. Honestly, we don't need that huge tank. You know what? Let's do this one a little bit different. Let's take the tank down. I haven't built one quite like this before. Really, all we need is a loader. So let's set this to Stargate Risen. Power that up. Alright. Set this one to FTL charges. I didn't know if that would work or not. I didn't know if it liked going through a port that's inactive or not. Okay, so let's install our loader right here. And then we can just load that up directly. We don't even need a tank, because that's just a, like, I think we do that for just one step. Stargate resin, 2 steps. We need 40 total, and then we don't need it anymore. So all right, let's check home 1. All right, we've offloaded everything there. So now, can I buy what I'm looking for? I need the... I think I already bought the crystals, right? Isotopes. There they are. Okay, that's the 10 that we sold. So let's confirm that. So let's put a little storage in up here. So we're going to put our... Need tilium crystals. Actually, we don't want to store tilium crystals because we want them to put them there. So they put that in general storage. But our isotopes, we can definitely put up here. Put those there, and then install ourselves a loader. Go. Alright, did we buy the crystals? I'm not seeing crystals. We need a place for general cargo. Let's just put general cargo back here. Backing out of the way. And then let's buy tilium crystals. Alright, let's see if this works. If this works, we should get our FTL charges starting to be built. Alright, so here comes tilium crystals. So notice he put it right on that first track. Not sure where he's taking his. Oh, he's loading up the... He's just loading that directly, so... Alright, well, we won't see if the arm works right away because he got a little zealous. He should throw that in the loader, which means this will start firing up. Oh, somebody else. So he just wanted to store his bottle, which is fine. Alright, now this should be starting up. And now see how we're queuing up our crystals. So the crystals will just always keep feeding into there. Keep loading isotopes in. There's another crystal. And we got our research done. Alright, let's get our smelters ready for the mining ships. Alright, and the arm did put it in, so that as long as you hit the spot, that's good. Okay, last thing we're going to want to do here is we'll install another short arm. I think I'll just put it up here. Yeah, there's fine. Actually, let's just put it right there. Because what this will do is, if the chem lab gets done with the FTL charge, it'll move it out. And then that way, if my crew's busy doing something else, they can start working on the next one. Like, see how he took that one out? So the arm will do that for us. Okay, so now what we need to do is, since we're manufacturing FTL charges, let's put our equipment down here. And then we'll change this over to FTL charges. There we go. Okay, I think we are basically set here. There we go. So see how it took the charge out, and then it automatically started the next one. And eventually, like if a second one got done and they didn't move that, so like again, they're busy right now, you can actually put multiple arms, you know, coming out there. But for the most part, I think we'll be okay. Because this crew isn't going to be all that busy most of the time. Doesn't really give us a good progress. Okay, so now we are blocked now. So again, if I wanted to, let's just for complete. So this way, now the other thing you can do is you could have them move it out and then move it along a track, right? And then offload it somewhere else. Like if I wanted to get really automated, you know what? Let's do this. I don't have enough track, I don't think, yet. Alright, we'll set this up this way. So we're going to put a short arm here. And then we'll run track to here. We're going to remove that door. And then we can offload them here and then store them there. So it does most of the work for us, right? Unfortunately, you can't run track through doors. Actually, and I'm not going to dismantle that because I think it might potentially cause an issue. How do I undismantle? Don't dismantle. There we go. Can we make track yet? Did I research that? I did research that, right? Alright, so let's see. Let's get a table making some track. Okay, so we want to make track. Track takes a frame. Let's see, it takes a frame. It takes 10 seconds to create. How long does a frame take to create? 5 metal ingots, it takes 10 seconds. So we'll set up one fabricator to do this. And then we'll set up our top fabricator here, making frames and making track. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to say a frame takes a metal ingot. So we're going to set our storage for metal ingots. We're going to set one there and one there. Then we're going to set this to any cargo and that to any cargo. Okay, let's go ahead and for right now, we'll just buy some metal ingots. Actually, we might be able to buy some track. One. We can do another loop through the galaxy. to the sector and get some track, but okay. So now, just because I'm feeling a little lazy, I'm not going to bring home one over and dock. I'm just going to move some of our Tillium from here. So let's just sell Tillium crystals. We'll just sell 50. And then we'll go to science. And we will buy $50. So basically it just saves me having to drive my ship over here and dock. Okay, so you can see the Tillium crystals loaded to there. And then the metal ingot, same thing here. Right, metal ingots loads there. So these both do the same thing. It's just which one looks cooler. They drop it right on the track there, whereas on this one they put it on the ground and the arm moves it over. So again, it's just, do you want to place them directly on the tracks or not? This is an aesthetic thing. This is less efficient probably. This is more efficient. Alright, so our frame made it over there. Okay, I don't want that. Stop making frames. I only need one of those. Okay, let's go ahead and... I'm going to make it just so I can get this cleaned out. Because now I have metal ingots in there. So as soon as it's done... Oh, he took the metal ingots out. Okay. Cool. I'm okay with that. Alright. So there we have track. So they go to the fabricator. They're waiting on... Somebody has to come over. The assembly table has to have a crew. And right now my crew is busy. Moving stuff. But I think we can start laying track. How much track do we have so far? We have 2. Actually, here's what we need to do. We need to turn that arm off. That way it'll quit working. And now I can dismantle that one. Okay, we'll do the same thing over here. Install short arms here, here. That way when something gets done on the assembly table, it's automatically loaded out. Because right now you'll see this is blocked, so our guy left. And we don't want that. Alright, what's everybody doing? Where are my peoples? They're still offloading stuff that I bought. It's all that Tillium ore I bought. It's like 50 of those, so. Alright, I see him carrying a box. That's got to be more track. Alright, and then... Oh, we'll leave that door for now. But I'm pretty sure that you can't run track through doors. We are also going to need more metal. I think it's going to be our ingots are going to be our blocker, I think. But we'll see how much we can get built. Oh, excuse me. Actually, don't we have... I think we have metal in this section here. Let's look. Might have to go get busy on some metallic stuff. Alright, that's all tilium. Tilium. What's going on up here? Alright, that's metal and copper. Metal and copper. We're going to need those eventually. Have they mined all these out? That's copper. Copper and metallic. That one hasn't been touched too much. Alright, let's send home one up here. Oh, metallic. That's just metallic. That's what we want. Alright. Let's go ahead and make sure mining and gather is off. Okay. And then... I think I'm going to shut down this hyperspace now. We're going to quit making FTL charges. And then we're going to install ourselves another smelter. Actually, let's really get our smelting up. Is the shuttle chasing us? There's the shuttle. Alright. Let's see. He should be faster than us, I think. Alright, so he's coming in. Okay, our zoom is still smooth. There we go. Alright, we'll install ourselves some smelters because we still have a ton of ore to chew through here, and we also want to now start collecting some other stuff. So we'll set this one to tilium. Nope. Tilium, there we go. And we'll set this one to metallic. Do I have any scrap metal on board? If I do, we'll burn through it here. I don't see anybody jumping up to get scrap metal. Oh, look at all that copper. We're going to need that eventually, so it'll be nice. Ooh, we might need a second reactor. Our engines are burning power. That's a lot of it. Like if we go, let's go half throttle. Yeah, now we're recharging, so. It's just that was a long drive. But we're almost there. Okay. Shut down, shut down. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn mining on. Don't know why they didn't auto fire. Alright, there we go. And now we'll gather. Alright, does look like we burnt through some scrap metal we had on board. Alright. So, notice now that the temperature is dropping though, so we've used it all up. So we'll set this one to metallic as well. Alright. Now this is the cool thing about the multi-ship thing, is now we can just leave this one alone. So let's come out here. And I need to start pulling some of this refined metrion out. So do I have loaders on board? I do not. Actually, one's probably enough. Actually, you know what? Let's just... I only ever use one of these because I'm not making enough fuel anyway, so... So we'll go ahead and put that there. And now let's unload some refined metrion. We'll do that for a little while. I don't think we'll need a ton. Alright, this is what I was afraid of. Home 1 is low on power. Okay, so let's... We'll shut down the lasers for now. Let the power catch back up here. Hopefully. What's our power grid look like? There we go. Batteries are charging. Things are powering back up. Engines are powering back up. Drone bays are powering back up. Ooh. Still fighting power. Alright, let's install ourselves a second reactor. There we go, and then we'll put our fuel loader back in just down here. So if we need to load fuel, we can. Alright, let's look at it now. So those are capped out because our batteries are recharging. Once our batteries get full, let's see how much this drops and how much overhead we have. Because this will drop now. Yeah, our demand right now is... Those 4 smelters are pulling, but we're right around 100, so we have some overhead. Oh, no storage for refined metrion. Alright, let's fix that. Let's just put... Let's put it here. We don't need a ton of it, I don't think. Alright. Alright, let's fire our lasers back up. Alright, so now if the batteries keep draining, we're going to take shots, and the lasers fire. It's going to go down, but doesn't recover. 3,600. $36. Oh, that was close. $50, $40, $30, $20. Okay, I think it's slowly charging back up. We're getting a little bit higher each time, so we have basically the right balance here. Okay, so we'll let Home 1 mine that out. Actually, I should save. It's been a while. I'm trusting, so trusting of this development team. Okay, so they'll be doing that for a while. Green Hauler's been idle. Alright, so we're making FTL. I think we're going to have to start transferring isotopes over here, though, because I think we're out. Yeah, we're out of isotopes. So, Home 1 is sitting on all of our isotopes right now. And our tanks are empty. So we should be able to sell all this off. We have 52. We'll sell those off. What is the Green Hauler sitting on? Let's see. Isotopes. Only one. Confirm. Get both of those sold. And then we'll buy them on the science ship. Actually, I've sold a ton of Tillium already, so. There we go. That'll move all those isotopes. So that's good. All right. The last thing. Let's go ahead and we're going to move this away a little bit. Okay, I think the last thing for our industry ship then is we were wanting to add some solar panels. So the question is, we don't have this. I'm not going to put this many on. We don't need them. What is our power draw? 87. You know what? I'm wondering if we should. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. If we put 8 on, that would almost make us sufficient. So if we do 8, if we do 12, all right, how many do we have? I think we have 4 right now. Okay, that'll give us half. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. A little bit different than Hauler. I think we'll put 2 deep on the front, 1 deep on the back. So let's build that out. Okay, so we went 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that should do 1, 2, 3. Yep. Alright, then on this one, we put them even with the front. So we're going to go... Well, actually, the thrusters will be in the way, I think. Oh, we might have to center mount our thrusters. Let's look. Is that going to be an issue? No, I can get to those. Okay, so let's dismantle those while we're working. Okay, so we are 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Is that about right? How many spaces were there behind? 1, 2, 3 to the corner. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 to the corner. Okay. So then we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're just going to put one set back here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll put 2 sets on the front. And then that'll kind of make them even. One block off, but... Alright. So now let us install ourselves some solar panels. Can't be right. Let's try it this way. There we go. What's And 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just do the one side now to see if we like it. Alright, so you'll notice our little crew. They're going to get on their spacesuits. They're going to go grab the solar panels and they have to fly outside to install them. Yeah, it's logic, right? It's problem solving half the time. Especially if you're trying to automate things. Alright, have we got more track? Oh, look at all that track. 16 track. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can't put track there. Here's the question. Can I put a short arm there and have it put it through the door? This I've never tried. Actually, it would put it right on the door. So let's put a normal arm. Because that'll go 2 spots. And that should put it right there. And then our crew can take it the rest of the way. Alright, let's see if that works. Yeah, this they've been building this. There was a demo out. Oh man, what was it? Here, let me look. Let me jump on their page real quick. I think it's February of 23. Yeah, so July of 22 was play test. Alpha 1, January 10th of 2023. So, you know, it's a small indie team out of the UK. You know, they've put a lot of effort into this. Alright, so let's go ahead now and cable up. And they have plans to do more complex things, right? Like this is just the first part of it. Like the whole crew thing, I think they've got plans to have all kinds of different types of crew and stuff like that as well. I can spend hours just building ships, you know. It's not hard to get engrossed in it. Okay, so if this is working, well, we're out of isotopes. We need to buy some isotopes. And then we'll test to see if it's working. Isotopes, give them all to me. Let's make some more storage space up here. So we'll turn all of this into isotope storage. Actually, all the way back to there. Okay. Robot arms alive. We don't have any isotopes yet, so as soon as we get isotopes here, we'll test to see if this works. Because again, we can't run track through the door. Alright, there's our isotopes. So somebody please put one on the loader. Don't just store it. And you stored it. And you stored it. You stored it. You loaded it. Nice work. Okay. So this chem lab should now be making FTL charges. There's no like timer or anything. That would be nice. That's a horrible place to put your spacesuit. I'm not sure what you're doing. Go put it where it belongs. Alright, come on. Come on. Build one. Build one. Build one. I can't really see it in that view. It's turning, so it's working. How long does it take? 30 seconds. Okay. So it built one, put it down here on the track. So it's now working its way down the track. And so now if another one builds, you know, we have plenty of capacity. Alright, when it gets to the end here, this arm should grab it, place it on the ground, through the door, thankfully. Right now a crew member will grab it and put it in storage. So the automation means my crew is walking less. They're just going to move them from here. And I think if this is blocked and there's one sitting here, the arm will just wait. And then as soon as it... So if they start to build up here, it's okay. If the crew's busy. Like, we'll see if we get a second one before they offload this one. Probably not, because I think they're about done. Oh, they're still hauling isotopes. There we go. So then he put it in storage. And so now we have all these just sitting there in storage for sale or to transfer to our green hauler, because that's the one that does most of the jumping. Okay, let's take stock. I think we pretty much have the science ship where we want it. Let's check on our research. So we are about halfway through our smelter research, which will be good because that'll make our mining ship more productive. Let's come out here. Okay, so now we're starving out. So as soon as this is full, we're going to shut this loader back down so I can fill these tanks up again, because now we're not making fuel. We are slowly, but we've pulled all of this out of this tank, so we don't need this yet. This is just kind of a little bit of pre-planning. Okay, stop. Let's stop that. There we go. So this is a little pre-planning for the resin we're going to have to make when we start working on the Stargate project. Alright, so those tanks will start filling up. Okay, last thing we want to do is just make sure we have 2 crew out here. We've got 5,000, 5,000, and 1,900. Actually, we're pretty good on supplies. Let's go check Green Hauler. Green Hauler has 0 fuel because it is a green ship. We burnt through a lot of food hauling people, so let's restock our food supplies. This one tends to need a lot of food. Alright, 14,000, 14,000, so we're going to buy, let's see, 14, 15, 20,000 for oxygen, and water. We'll also put ourselves at 20,000. Alright, done there. Home 1, how's it been doing out here? We're still mining that metal. Where is it storing it? It is not. Okay, so I'm glad we checked on this. So we need to... So this Tillium ore section, let's convert over to the metallic minerals, because I don't know where they've been putting them. The cyberspace isotopes can go away as well. Actually, this can all... We can take... Let's see, let's take this out. Okay, I'm gonna make these guys busy again. We're gonna make that metallic minerals. So let's clean that out. Clean this out. We're gonna just set that. We're gonna have to dump some of this tilium ore. We've got way too much of it. So we'll make that whole section tilium ore. Probably not that one. Alright, then let's make... Or sorry, tilium crystals. We'll make that tilium ore. Crystals up there. And then what do we have down here? Just general cargo. So I think we'll make this whole back bay here general cargo. We'll make this whole front bay, or top bay, general cargo. And I'll make this all general cargo. Alright, this can go away. We'll keep FTL charges there. That's good. Okay, that's not too bad. That's going to keep them busy for a while. All that rearranging. But this is the cool thing about the multi-ship playthrough, right? I can now go do something else while they're working on that. With the big ship, we had to kind of always keep stuff going. So, okay, so we are set up to build resin for the Stargate project. We're set up to continue to make FTL charges. All of this is going to get loaded into this tank eventually. We seem to be making, you know, somebody should grab a bottle now. Yep, he'll grab a bottle, throw it on the loader. Yep, and it's going up. It just goes down really slow. So, okay. So that's in a good place. Got plenty of these. This is probably overkill. It actually kind of looks ugly. But, you know what? Let's clean this up. So here's what we're going to do. I'll probably work on this next time. I'm just going to naturally let this run out. So we're going to have them quit putting tilium on there. So I'll use that up, and then we'll clean this so it's not quite so messy. Okay, the other thing that we need is we need more solar panels to finish the science ship. So there's one here. We need 6 more, so let's see. Let's grab ourselves a mission if we can. There's nothing. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. What are you doing? FTL. Okay, it did align itself, but it has no FTL drive. This is the one we want. Okay. So let's check contracts. Bullets, nothing. Yeah, we'll haul some civilians. Where do they need to go? We'll take them over there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pop around a few places and grab some solar panels. Get on the ship. And we're also collecting isotopes, which we'll use for making FTL drives. So every jump we make isotopes, which means we can now make more. Okay, so we need solar panels. There's 4. Let's check for missions. 11 stacks of oxygen. We'll do that one. Tilium crystals. We'll do that one. And haul some cargo. Okay, where do we need to go? Take that. We need to... That one will go over there. Alright, 2 jumps I think we'll have this pretty much done. Actually, let's do one more thing. I'm just gonna buy... What did I need? What are we in oxygen? 3 stacks of oxygen. We need 11. So let's say oxygen. 5, 10, 11. Here we go. Do I have oxygen in storage? Ooh, look at all that compost. Oh, this tank is empty. Dismantle that tank. That way I can build my thruster. Alright. What do you mean I have 0 stacks of oxygen? Didn't I buy it? Oh, 13. There we go. Alright, turn that in. Turn that in. And then that should be done by home 1. Alright, our thruster is now repaired. Yay! Put that tank back. They're still loading water. Still loading oxygen. 9, 10. That should be number 11 right there. Done and done. Actually, I should have bought solar panels before I let that go. Alright, then we'll jump home. We're down to 19,000 oxygen, so let's get... two more oxygen. Alright. Back home we go. Okay, now that we're here, let's go ahead and sell off any isotopes that we created. 13. And let's try to see if I can get away with this. We'll sell our 6 solar panels as well. Alright, let's check on home 1, see how he's doing. We've got all kinds of blockages here because they are still grinding through all that movement stuff I told them to do. Let's see. Alright, let's go ahead and speed up a little bit. They should do all this while we're not looking at it, so... Alright, selling isotopes, selling solar panels. And then this should wrap up science ship. Took a little longer than I thought. I was thinking this one was going to be actually pretty quick. Alright, so on this one, we want to buy isotopes. And we want to buy solar panels. 6. And just because I think something might have got messed up either with the... We're not doing any Tilium more. Yeah, we had Tilium crystals on here. But I still see those in stock. So let's buy some oxygen. Just in case it was trying to load oxygen. From the sale. Because that shuttle was still docked, and that's a little weird. Alright, how much track have we made? Okay. We're not making track because we don't have any metal. Metal ingot. Oh, I can only buy one. Home 1's going to have to get busy on its stuff. Alright, this might be the only reason we need to install a FTL drive. I think this shuttle is stuck. It thinks it needs something. Actually, we can jump the ship with green hauler. We'll just do that. Alright. Cool. This is working really well. Okay, I'm not sure why this shuttle side. Let's try this. If we take green hauler, we'll just make ourselves a short little jump down to there. And we'll take science ship with us. See, I think mission collection is underway, but there's nothing left. So I think it got confused on the oxygen and tried to pull it off of 2 ships. And it's complete. Actually, no, it's not. We have received 6 stacks of Tilium crystals out of 10. Okay, so it might be holding because Home 1 is so busy right now. Let's do a little logic here. Yeah, there's so much stuff going on here that I think some of the Tilium crystals were being sold here, and some were being sold off of our science ship. But they're done. They've actually sold all of theirs, but the shuttle's there because the mission's still active. Alright, this will be the last thing we test tonight. Let's go ahead and just get this up to 10 times speed. It doesn't feel like they're making a ton of progress when we're not looking at them, so... What do we have for a crew? We have 5 crew on this ship. Okay, let's see. Let's check our power grid. Batteries are full, so we're alright. So, we often talk about what kind of things could they add to help play. Being able to pop up a panel that is crew orders and either reprioritize. Like right now, what I would do is I would say, okay, I still want you guys to do all this work, but let me click on the mission stacks. Do those first, right? So being able to prioritize the jobs that are in the queue, because they're definitely in a queue. The yellow ones are ones that are going to happen. The green ones are the ones they're actively working on. So they're chewing through it, I think. Like the last time we left, there wasn't hardly any Tilium up here, and it's almost full. This has been pretty much cleaned out. these crystals, this was full of crystals, so it's just I asked them to do a lot of stuff. So having kind of a panel where you could either cancel, that could be problematic with the mission system, or just reprioritize. Be like, okay, move this one up the chain or make this a top priority. And so right now when they're like, okay, you know, this guy is moving, right? And once he delivers over here, he's going to drop off his work. Now when he looks for his next job, he would go to that queue and grab it. And so I could change that functionality, right? So, you know, like right now I would do that and then probably put emphasis on the drones, and then after that the rest of the stuff can take place whenever it takes place. So, okay, so let's do an experiment here. We've got, I want to find something that's, well, we can look at here. You got 1, 2, we've got 3 Tillium crystals and 2 metallics. So we'll go back to this ship. We've got some work to do over here anyway, and then we'll go back and check that in a second. Now, it's a little harder to work with the 10 times speed on. It doesn't always accept the mouse clicks, so I have to click these a few times. Okay, solar panels. Eventually we'll take it. Okay, so which way do we have them up here? They are this way. There we go. All right. Panel 1. That's not in the right spot. That didn't feel right anyway. Should just be even with the front, right? Okay, what did I do different? Green Hauler, how did I do yours? Oh, okay. I did put it forward one. Alright, well, you know what? They are different ships. We're going to do them differently. We're going to let these hang back a little bit farther. That's okay. And a little variety. Am I short one solar panel? Did I not buy enough? Weird. Okay. The nice part about having that ship permanently docked to us is that solar panel is going to instantly pop out. So if you have the ship docked, you can shop and put stuff in and out, and it'll just do it instantly. It won't have to fly in again. Here we go. And then we will cable you up and you up. Huh, okay. Well, that's weird. Feel like I have them wired up differently, but okay. They should now be building solar panels. So you can see the little bars filling up. So they're just floating there. But once these bars fill, the solar panels will pop in. There we go. And then they take their little jetpack back in. I'm glad they can use the docking port with the shuttle still hooked to it. I didn't even think about that. So hopefully. Oh, wait, turn that off. There we go. He's back inside. Okay. While that installs, let's go check Home One's progress. Okay, so they are doing work. The two of those Tillium crystals are gone. They've moved that metallic stuff. It's just we gave them a lot of jobs. All right. Let's get this back up to turbo mode here so they can finish. All right, so while this is happening, let's kind of do a recap of what we started with. So we've added a 4th ship to our fleet. So we now have Home 1, which is kind of our base. It does a little bit of everything. That's this ship here. It's got mining capability, smelting capability. It can haul people. What else can it do? That's mostly it. But it has everything that was given to us and or part of the tutorials and the tutorial style missions. So the Tidlets mission, the Black Hole Sun mission, and the Wolfson Sheep Clothing mission. So this is our first ship, and it got us through our first stream. Stream number 2, we built the Green Hauler, which is our all-electric. Let's go ahead and pop over to that. Actually, we built the fuel depot first, so we built this ship. This ship has gas collectors, goes through refineries, makes refined Metreon into our chem labs, and this just builds fuel. That's its job. It's sitting in a gas cloud here, building fuel. Now, I've been tempted to move it, but there we go. So they finally got those jobs done on Home 1. So that's what it was. Now we'll check here in a second and make sure that the ship moved on. Okay, so that's what this one does. So that was our second stream. Stream number 3, we got the science vessel up, right? So this is our science vessel. Let's check its power now. Let's slow stuff down. We should have... Yeah, we're using 130 megawatts. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 120. So 120 of that is being passively brought in. So our reactors now really aren't working that hard. But we do have a couple things going on here. We have a chemical lab running. We could eventually have all of this running at once. So I think we're going to need the reactor capacity. So we're going to leave it there. But this is our assembly, right? We can build stuff. So assembly tables, fabricators, all good to go. We also have up here, we are now building out... Cool. Actually, we're going to fix this tonight because I think if he puts that in manually, we will know that this is... Yep, not being used anymore. Okay. This got a little bit ugly, and I think it was overkill. So what we're going to do... actually is just take those out. And then do we just want to run 3 here? Yeah, let's just run the 3. So what we're going to do is we'll put Tillium crystals here. And we'll just plop a storage thing down right there. And now they should grab Tillium crystals, which are all the way over here. Now this is one thing to make this work. These are stored in general cargo. So we should probably... Yeah, we'll leave it for now. Get back there. So what they're going to start doing now is pulling the Tillium crystals out of there. They'll put it on that spot, but that spot has a track hooked to it. And so as soon as it hits the track, it'll move. So he's just going to keep running back and forth here, or a couple of them will. They'll drop the Tillium crystals on that spot, and until it basically backs up on the track far enough to where there's one there, they'll just keep putting it there. So it keeps a nice queue going that way. The nice part about this is this system, if our crew is busy, this will just keep loading. And let's say they fall 2 behind, right? But then they get less busy, they can then go ahead and load this up, and then same thing here, it unloads automatically and then just keeps stuff going. He took a long way around there. So it never gets blocked as well, right? So now the arm grabs some of that. With this new system we could probably use a short arm, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, you know what might be happening? This might be blocking the door, so they're going down around this way to load the track. That's okay. Okay, so we've seen that. Down here, we are set up to make resin for the Stargate project. Let's see. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a little more equipment storage down here. So I'm not sure where we have. Yeah, we got some of that stored up there. Track will take up a lot of space, but we'll start transferring that over to our mining ship once we get that built. All right, so this ship is set and ready to go. This is our latest addition to our fleet. Right now it's just called Science Industry. I need to come up with a better name. Home 1 I'm happy with. Green Holler I'm happy with. Fuel Depot is boring but accurate. I need a better name for this, so I'm going to have to think about it. But if anybody has a name, throw it in the comments. I will be happy to give you credit if you come up with a name for our ship. Let's see. Our water is pretty low. That's interesting. Oxygen. All right, let's go ahead and rectify that before we... What are we at? 8,700? So 8,000... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's get 15,000. And same with oxygen. We are at 13, 14, 15. Fuel-wise, we're probably okay. We at 30. We're going to be using less fuel now as well because our reactors aren't running so much. 35. 40, 45, we get to 50,000. There we go. Alright, while that's taking place, let's go check Fuel Depot. And since we just bought fuel, we're going to sell fuel. What did we buy? About 25? So let's sell 50. We'll keep 20 into it. So that's like 500,000 there. And again, the nice thing about the multiple ship thing, let's speed this up so it kicks in here, is the shuttle's going to come over here, dock up, bang, 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 bang. All those jobs start, right? But I can just let that run. Same thing's happening over here. These guys are still working as well. Home 1, did they finally get caught up on their job? Yes, they did. So we are now getting ourselves metallic minerals. Okay. So what do we have stored in here? Tillium ore. What's this? Is this just general cargo? Yep, that's just general cargo. That's general cargo. Alright, so I'm going to put them to work again here. We've got Tillium. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to clear the corridor here. Actually, you know what? That can... Yeah, let's clear this corridor. And then we're going to set this to metal ingots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, this will always be queued up with the things that we want to sell. There's extras. You know, now that this is all full, I'm going to go ahead and just change this to any cargo. This won't impact. This won't impact anything. We're going to do the same thing with this. So you notice they're not moving this because this is cargo. They will prioritize named cargo. So like here, Tillium ore will go here first and then it will go to any cargo second. Once we use this up, then they'll move it over to here. So it kind of queues it up. Same thing here. I want my smelters always running, right? The thing we probably should do, if I'm not going to do it on this ship, would be to put metal or robotic arms here. So like you can see one of these, like this one here. This one's blocked right now because it needs to be offloaded, but it's just in the queue. you'll actually see, like, you can see them warm up. So, like, this one's being loaded now. And then the temperature will start to rise. So you don't want that temperature to drop. So if you have robotic arms to offload and robotic arms to load, it's more efficient. Now, Home 1, we're not going to automate because it's not its primary purpose. Okay, I think that's everything, right? Ship is sciencing. Let's go ahead and purge. Actually, we're almost out of isotopes already. We're burning through isotopes. I like this. This is cleaner. How are we on Tillium ore? Or Tillium crystals? We got plenty of Tillium crystals. Yeah, we're going to have to start jumping around again to harvest isotopes, because I don't think... Did we move... Did we buy them all? Yeah, I think we've transferred everything over. Let's check Green Hauler to see if he has any. Oh, they have some. Alright, so let's get this transfer done. So we'll sell our isotopes. Actually, you know what? Let's do this the right way. Where is... It's over here. So you can, if you're in the same system, you can sell. It'll send a shuttle over, and then you can just buy it back. Because the prices, there's no sell, you know, sell low, buy high, or buy low, sell high. It's a set price for both directions of the transaction. All right, let's get zoomed in here. Whoa, we over-rotated. It's a little weird because with all those thrusters in the back, when you try to go straight up, it makes you go forward. Okay, so now that we're docked, we can use our logistics panel. And we have our science vessel, who has some Tillium crystals. No, we want Green Hauler. Green Hauler has isotopes, so we can move those over to there. So now if we look at our job board, so they're going to go grab all these isotopes, move them to the docking bay, and then on our science vessel, they're going to start popping in here. There we go. And then now this group will start grabbing them and storing them up here. It's only like 13, so this won't be horrible. Now I want to see when it's done. Does it auto undock? I don't think it does. Alright, let's see. Green Hauler, are you guys done? You are done. So then we can undock. Alright, fuel-wise we're good. Everything is good here. Alright, ship number 4. Done and dialed. Alright, so what's on tap for tomorrow? I'm waiting to see if a SWTOR test center group gets put together to run the lair boss, the new lair boss. If that happens, we'll probably stream that. If not, the ships that we still need to build, we need a mining ship, we need combat ships, or ships, it might be multiple ships, and we are going to need or I want to try to build a agricultural ship, just one built for growing food, because food's this thing we still buy a lot of. And I also want to test to see what is my water to food conversion, because it uses water. So we'll test that. I think those are the ones we have left. So we might get this done this week. All right. Well, with that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and call it for this evening. Thank you again, always, for the support for the channel. This is an amazing game. Check it out on Steam. Wishlist it. It is still in alpha, so it's not for everybody. I can definitely see waiting to play until it's done. I don't know when Alpha 12 is going to come out, but we'll hit at that when it hits as well. Like I always say, though, the ecosystem of game dev, game players, and just gaming in general relies on us all. Whether you watch us play, whether you play yourself, or whether you're a dev, we always say go watch, play, or create something great. We're all part of the same community, so please do that. Like, share, subscribe, all of that kind of stuff. We also are working our way towards game day. I do stream on Saturdays for a charity called Extra Life, and game day is a 24-hour stream. I'm going to do a 24-hour stream on November 2nd. I don't know yet which games I'm going to play. Usually I just do SWTOR, but we might do a segment in this game, or a segment, I'm thinking maybe even 4 different games. And or if you donate enough to Extra Life, I might even let you pick. I'll just pull up my Steam and Epic lists, and if there's something on that list that you want me to play, I would do it. So we're playing around with some ideas for that. So stay tuned for that. But beyond that, you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, your day, or whatever when you're watching the video. And we will catch you next time. See you guys.